start with vendors.
Hold on, what time do we have? Ooh, 7 o'clock exactly. Okay, we have at this moment 48 vendors, and we checked the slot again before the meeting. I contacted Harbros, left a message. In March, I had sent the application and message, haven't heard back, but that's typical of Harbros, so I'll actually have to call again. And I sent a message to the drama Douglas High School for the drama team and see if they'll call back, because we were going to ask them to do the parade with the puppets.
You guys are killing me.
Well, all right, no, because you said your school didn't want to, and you told me to reach out to the Douglas High School.
Okay.
So why? What do you got going on?
We're communicating against each other. It's okay.
Okay, well, I haven't heard back from them, so actually I haven't done what I have to say. So if you have people that are interested, that's perfectly fine.
My theater guy lost his job, so I actually don't have anyone.
Your theater guy?
Yeah, we had
Cutbacks?
36 positions cut.
Wow, that's awful.
So my contact, so I hopefully we get this, because likely won't have anyone.
Okay.
So where are we going with that? Who's working on getting puppet people, you or you?
Well, you started the process, so
Yeah, I'm reaching out to the drama group to see, there's the person that did do it, ended this year, and there's 2 new people. I have their emails, sent them off messages with my contact information to hear back.
So, if you hear from someone, I was offering Skylar $200 to coordinate it. So you can offer that pricing. And if they have a theater performance that they want to do, like a demo on the stage, we can book them stage time as well, and I'll pay them a little bit more, like maybe $250. And I can rationalize the pay for the person, because they're coordinating, they're choreographing the event, and they're coordinating up to 10 people, and that takes it all off of our plate to have them do it. But the same issue you're going to run into that we run into with all this kind of stuff is that it's the same day as the SAT. So if
Yeah, but those are seniors, junior seniors.
yes, which is half the people that they may pull from.
Okay.
So make sure that you tell them early that if you get in touch with someone, make sure you tell them early that it's the same day as the SAT.
Okay.
And that's going to take some of those kids out of commission. And then the other rub is tomorrow is their last day of school, so you may not hear from
Yeah,
them.
some teachers actually go in still, clean up, whatever.
So you may or may not hear from people after tomorrow till August.
Okay. Well, we'll see.
But let me know as soon as you hear anything, because I have
Yep.
another avenue
All right.
to pursue.
Anything more on vendors?
I don't think so. No. I don't think so. I am still trying to go after, we have some that do very well, come back every year. And then still trying to go after new ones, something different. That's about it.
Okay. I reached out to Greater Good. They're on board again.
Hooray!
Hmm?
Hooray!
Okay. they're ready for it. I don't know if you're gonna, reach out to his, significant other there or whatever. She did some work, some playing on the stage or something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So she's interested in doing that again.
Is she? Or do you,
Hmm?
did you touch base? Is she?
I only talked to JT,
Okay.
so. Not to her, but he said she was interested in doing it again.
Okay, I'll follow up with her again.
And we were gonna decide, we talked about last time, we didn't have you, we had Steve last time. We talked about, whether or not we wanted to do a hayride or some kind of trolley or something for parking.
I thought we talked about this already, and that you got pricing and it was absurd.
I got pricing and it was obscene, yes.
Yeah, so no. It's too much.
All right.
The price was good at, whatever we paid the first year, that subsidized rate was good, but
Well, yeah, well, what we paid the first year, you know, if he kept that pricing, we would have done it, but.
yeah, it's too much. We
Yeah.
don't have that kind of scratch.
Okay. So, logically, be good. Working on developing a banner. We talked about putting a banner over the front of the beer garden,
Oh, yeah.
so I will order that. That'll get mounted to the fence there on the front of the beer garden. Last year we started, whether we continue to do that, now we get a tent.
Mhm.
Set up the big tent, so that makes that kind of irrelevant to weather now.
Yeah,
So
do
we should
it.
probably continue that,
Mhm,
right?
mhm.
Steve's not here, so I don't know what to talk about. Soda, we're gonna, Steve did kind of give me a little bit of a thing. He said, he had a Logan Airport thing. He said he didn't have any updates, but he'd like to sit with me soon regarding the offerings for a contractor's pavilion. I don't know if you remember that. We talked about trying to get sponsors, so he came up with an idea of creating a booth that we could have multiple contractors in. We could work out some way where they take, one or two of them in there and give out business cards or maybe, pamphlets or information or something.
So would we sell times in the booth
No.
during the day?
No, what we would do is we would set up like instead of calling it a booth, we call it a contractor's pavilion, all right?
Okay.
And the idea is that they could bring some of their business cards, some marketing stuff, or however they market themselves, okay, and put it out. And there would be a donation involved in that. We'd have to figure out what that was. But when you collectively, if you have more than they bought into the pavilion, for example, and they can man it if they want, they can be there if they want. But the buy-in for that would be a donation of some sort, some amount of money. And collectively, when you add that up, that's a sponsor, right? So it's kind of like a neat idea.
What's the impetus to donate into the contractor's pavilion as opposed to them purchasing a vendor spot?
Because they don't have to be there if they don't want to be. They can just drop off,
Flyers.
a flyer
yeah,
or a flag or,
frisbees, whatever.
something, business cards, something,
And when you say contractors, what?
It
Who
could
are
be
who are the types of?
It could be anything.
People
It could
you're
be like a
envisioning.
land and gravel company or mulch or, somebody that does landscaping or a painter or, plumber or carpenter, all of those types of things.
So basically a lower entry point for sponsorship.
Yeah.
advertising.
Yeah. We,
What are you thinking?
that's kind of the idea he had, and we can kick it around and fine tune it more,
What,
you know?
what are you thinking for donate, like, what's the,
$100 or something, you know? Just donate it like $100 or whatever, and then you can be part of the pavilion. Get your name out there or advertising out there. That's kind of the concept that I got from him. He's got,
would it be, I like this. I'm wondering, from a business side of things, a contractor side of things, would you find it, would they find it, better to sponsor like a game on the lawn?
maybe. But it opens the discussion for ones that, you know,
To say like for $100 or $150 or $200, you can sponsor the knockerballs.
now typically those, like the sponsorship for those things are more than that.
Are we already
The
doing
price.
that?
Huh?
Are we already doing that?
Yeah, we
We are.
already do that to some, a good portion of the bouncy things on the lawn are done by Unibank now.
Sponsored by Unibank.
Yeah,
Okay. And what do they get for that sponsorship? A banner? A banner on the, noted on the flyer? What do they,
Well, Unibank's got their name plastered to the ticket booth.
on their ticket booth?
Yeah. Plus they're in our pub, you know, like, they're all over this thing. See?
Yeah, okay.
And then Midway sponsored by Unibank, see?
And what about location? Where would you put this contractor pavilion?
I don't know. Where would we put that, you think?
Up Depot? Or, what's the one next to Depot? Pleasant?
You got Main Street, Church, Pleasant, and Depot. Pleasant Street is usually for food.
Although past the food, we've been doing vendors now. Right?
I wouldn't put them way up there because if they're starting and paying more and they're coming in earlier, then I wouldn't put them up there.
But the whole idea is that they're actually not manning it. They're just dropping stuff off, right?
Oh,
These
Some will
contractors.
stay, some may stay, some may not want to stay.
yeah, some might stay to talk to people and stuff, some might not want them.
Pleasant Street.
Or, depending, you know, if we do have some that want to man the booth, then, you know, hang out a bit and, you know, talk to people and stuff, that'll have to come up on a schedule. We could schedule that like we do volunteers, you know,
Okay.
so. And,
I think there's something there. I think it's a good idea.
mhm.
I think maybe next meeting, let's,
Yeah,
Can we
gotta-
put on the
we-
agenda
We
to-
really need Steve here because, you know, he talks it up a little different. And we can fine tune it.
can you make a note on the agenda to add it?
Yep,
And let's work out the logistics next meeting?
yep.
But I'm on board. I think it's a good idea, especially to bring in a few $100s. Right, because that could bring in, if you're $100, bring in $400 or $500 right there.
Oh, yeah, easy, I think.
And that covers a couple entertainment acts, it covers, you know, whatever.
Mhm.
That kind of money goes a long way.
Yep. We're kind of trying to brainstorm to get some new stuff, and that kind of came out of that when we were talking about, you know, trying to come up with ideas to come up with sponsors, you know. How we doing on entertainment?
Yeah, so, let's see. Like I mentioned earlier, my guy who was very interested in doing the parade and coordinating it no longer has a job. So Franklin no longer has a theater program. So,
Was that the guy that had it last time?
yeah. Yeah, and he was very eager, but he no longer has. We don't have a theater program anymore, so he's gone. And then my guy who ran the sound system on the Mason stage also lost his job. So that impacts us less because he's not coordinating with kids, but I don't know if he's going to be interested in running sound, so that might be an issue that I need to figure out for that stage. If Matt can't do it, we'll have to get someone to do it because I can't be running sound and running around at the same time. So that's that. The Al Denacor is good to get the choir. Choir's all set for stage A. I reached out to the new principal at the high school to see if he had any thoughts on bringing entertainment to the Octoberfest. I'm thinking like robotics, theater, bands, student bands, and whatnot. So I wanted to kind of give them the first chance at that this year for like robotics, for example. And then if I don't hear from them or if they're not interested, then I'll reach out to BBT and give them the chance to come back. But I know the high school has been making a concerted effort to market itself and sell itself, and I want to make sure I'm giving them an opportunity to showcase what they can do, what they have, their talents, student talent, etc.
Got the chorus?
Chorus is all set. I reached out to the woman who runs the marching band. I haven't heard back from her yet, but that should be fine, those two. And then now that some time is freed up, I'll make a concerted effort to start filling in the schedule, reaching in. But the parade is going to will kind of dictate some things. If we can't get someone to do it, I'm going to suggest we just scrap it from the schedule unless we can get someone either at the high school to run it, or I have one other lead that maybe could do something with it. Otherwise, I just don't think we have the capacity to do what we want to do with it.
It was a shame. We didn't do it last time because of weather.
Yeah. That's about that on entertainment. In terms of the website, our contract, or whatever, our service with Wix is up as of September, and the price is going up significantly, from $230 to $357. So we had talked about this already, but I'm going to propose that we move over to Squarespace, which will be $192 a year.
Does that include the domain name?
I don't think so, so maybe another $20 for the domain name. Or actually, maybe it does include it for the first year. I think it might include that.
So, so what'll happen is that we'll have to transfer the domain name from that one to the.
From Wix over to Squarespace.
From Wix to that one.
Yeah, yep. So I'll go ahead and do that if
I'm game.
if we're okay with that.
I'm okay with it.
Mary?
How about you?
What was the price again?
192 versus.
Well, actually, let me see. Sorry, it was $229.50, and it's increasing to $357.
Yeah, so it's like a savings of
But
$100 for the year.
It's not actually, because that's actually for a 2-year plan.
What's for 2 years?
This will be the 357 was for a 2-year plan.
And the 229 is for one?
Was for a 2-year plan.
That's for a 2-year also.
Yeah. And then, so it's going from this to this.
Yeah.
And then the 1-year plan at Squarespace will be, what did I say, 192 per year.
Yeah, but 192 doubled is like,
So
Right,
it's
400,
three,
yeah.
380. So it's a little bit more expensive actually than Wix.
it's actually, well.
It's actually a little bit more expensive.
It's actually a lot more expensive. If the 220, if the 198, right?
Yeah, so
It's
it'll
one
be
year.
357 divided by 2.
Yeah, 357 divided by 2 is 175.
2. 178
Yeah,
versus 192.
so it's cheaper to stay where we are.
It's cheaper to stay with Wix, yes. But I had wanted to move over to Squarespace anyway, once our contract was up. It's a much easier service to work with. They have what is a really powerful feature, which is to turn pages off.
Mhm.
And that's really powerful when we start to do like posting the schedule and posting things, that I can turn the page off until it's ready to go. And then turn it back on, update it, whatever.
Okay, well, I say do it anyway.
Mary, what say you?
Make a motion that we empower you to change the website to their one.
Can I second a second? I can't second my own thing.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so do it.
Okay. Oh, and so the last thing is, I need to reach out to like my daughter, a friend, my daughter's, no, daughter of my friend, my friend's daughter. She is in the theater program at Emerson. And the thought occurred to me today that she is in the theater program at Emerson. And she may have contacts to do street performers. Because I've been struggling to find the living statue people.
Yeah.
So I'm going to reach out to her to see if we can put something in motion there. See if she knows someone who does that sort of thing. And that's kind of the best lead I've had on that so far, with getting a living statue back.
Yeah, or something like that, yeah.
Or even other street performers, maybe she knows someone who does that kind of thing. And,
I'd love to have somebody like a, a drummer that plays on, Home Depot buckets or something. So some of those guys are awesome.
yes. Yeah. For about 30 seconds. And
Huh?
then- yes, they're great for about 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And then it sticks on buckets.
You don't like Home Depot buckets?
No, I love them. They're great. They're very talented.
Yeah,
I couldn't do it.
And it's obnoxious.
I couldn't do it either. It's like the guys that paint themselves blue and play on plastic pipe.
It's kind of not like that, but that's fine. Close enough.
Hey?
Yeah.
Yeah. Those guys are famous.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, they're famous.
There were people that book concert tickets to go see
I
them.
know, they charge a lot of money.
Yeah.
Blue Man Group, they're great. That's about all I got. I'll have more, I'll start getting that going. Oh, and then I'll reach out to Ron about the dog races.
Yeah, if we're gonna do, speaking of the dog races, if we're gonna do the dog races, we have to get an answer on that pretty much right away, because we have to figure out equipment for that.
Yeah.
The carpet that we had for that is too heavy,
Mhm.
it's gone. It's not manageable anymore. So we're gonna have to figure out another method. Also, that has to do with the gate. So we'll have to figure so we're gonna need to know kind of
Yeah.
up front right away if we're gonna do that, so that we have some time to put that whole thing together.
Yeah, not to mention marketing, because we haven't really, in the past number of years, we haven't done,
It was a lot of fun, everybody loved it, the kids loved it,
everyone loves it.
but we have to, it's gonna take some work to get that back going again. So,
Yeah, and I will say, like, I think this is a great idea, and I want to see that it works, because the reason we started doing this was to draw people down to the hairy side of the event, which historically has struggled to pull people down to, and it works. That whenever we do the dog races, even if it's the one heat for the finals, 50, 75 people come down there, 100 people come down to watch this thing. You know, they're 2-3 deep to watch it. So it does what we intended to do, which is to get people moving around the event.
yeah,
And to move down to that side.
it's just, physically, there's a lot of stuff to move around for that.
Yeah,
So-
I can appreciate that it is a lot of work to get it. Trust me, I know as much as you do, because I'm
Yeah.
setting that thing up by myself,
Yeah.
breaking it down,
Yep, yep.
you know, for one
Yep.
heat. I get it.
Okay. All right, let's talk about stages for a second. I loved stage 2 on the little triangle along there,
The Mason stage.
the Mason
You
stage.
can't keep track of what we call them.
Well, because we treat it like
Yeah.
stage 2 now.
The Mason
Yeah.
stage.
Anyway, I like that because we're able to set it up, like the whole night
Yes.
before.
Great.
So it's great, it saves us a lot of time. And it worked, it fits
Mhm.
there,
Mhm.
and there were people there. So, and it drew enough of a crowd down there that last time that the vendors, including the ice cream guy, were fairly happy
Good.
with what happened. So, I don't, the ice cream guy hasn't contacted us to come back. Maybe we should call him and see if he's interested in coming back. If we haven't done that already. So anyway, that was good.
Yep.
So I guess my real question is that, and when we had made kits for each one of the stage, what are they missing, if anything? What do we learn from that?
Do you want to know now?
Yeah. I
Right
want to
now?
do that now so that I can start putting stuff together.
You sure you got this?
Hmm?
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you got like this whole big shopping list?
Item 1.
Oh, jeez.
No. Okay, this is for the Masons.
Well, we don't really need much for main stage because Bear uses
yeah,
the.
yeah, yeah. This is for the Mason stage.
Yes.
Here, I'm just-
You can't read?
you want me to read it to you?
Yeah.
One long, 25-foot. Scratch that. 25-foot, quarter-inch cable.
What is it?
Quarter-inch cable. Quarter, not half.
Quarter-inch microphone cable?
Quarter, not half.
Yeah, but microphone cable?
No, that's
It's like a headphone jack.
yeah. The quarter-inch is
The headphone jack.
the big one.
Yeah.
3 Shure, SHURE, standard mic clips.
Standard what?
Microphone clips. It's for an SM,
Yeah.
like for an SM.
Oh, that's to go on the stands that we have.
Yeah, to put the microphones in.
Yeah.
Sorry, make this 2. And then 3 extension cords with a ground.
I had 3 extension cords on that.
That's a 3.
Hmm?
Maybe that wasn't enough.
You need 6?
Yeah, put 6 in there.
The 6 extension cords go from where to where? You only draw 1 cord from the church.
They're probably going into a multi-plug, and then they could go out to instruments, amplifiers.
Well, I get that, but that means a power bar, it doesn't mean an extension cord. Because you only
No.
have one cord that's going to the church.
Yeah, but then you are probably, I'm assuming, because this is Matt, not me, but I'm assuming that they're probably from there going out to an amplifier, to the sound setup, to a second amplifier, to a pedal board. They're probably going from there to power the stuff on the stage.
Okay, so it needs some kind of a multi-power thing for the stage.
How many extension cords were in the box?
3.
So one's coming out.
There were 3 of them, 25 feet long.
One's coming out from the church to the booth, to the sound booth.
Yeah. There was.
Is there a
so
multi-plug in there? Is there a multi-strip?
on the extension that came out of the church, it's 3 cord end,
Okay.
okay? So you can plug 3 extensions into that. That's a 20 amp cord. That one's 75 feet long. So that one come out of the church.
Yeah.
If you hook it up that way. I didn't hook up the electric, but anyway, the one that comes out of the church is 20 amp cord.
Yeah.
Okay, and it runs, it's got this big head on it, it's got 3 plug-ins.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
Okay,
about. Yeah.
now that's the main.
Yep.
And then from there, okay, I had 2 other extension cords in there, both
So
of them
get
are 50 feet long.
Get 2 more. Unless you want to do 3, but maybe 2 is fine then.
Okay, well,
And maybe a second multi-strip.
they don't have to be 50 feet long though.
No, 25 footers would probably be fine.
Okay.
So that was for stage, the Mason stage.
Yeah, and then we, okay.
For,
All right, that's the Mason stage. What about the other stage?
I don't know. I don't know that we needed anything
Oh,
in there.
I tested all those wireless microphones, every one of them. They all worked fine.
Okay.
So, you might have had something, you told me that like a wireless microphone didn't work at all.
Okay.
I-
Well, before
but
the
there's-
event,
There's
let's take a
two
look before.
wireless microphones, and we can pull it all out and test it again.
Yeah.
But there's 2 wireless microphones in that kit, and 2 lavaliers. And he was wearing a lavalier, the
Magician.
magician, and that seemed to be working. So,
His
maybe you-
setup is- Yeah, I don't know.
yeah, I tested them all when I got
Did
them back,
we-
and they all worked.
Did we, I can't remember, the signal, we were struggling to play the radio station from Bear.
Yes, that's because, all right.
But I don't know where that's happening, if it's happening at the power transmitter side
know
or if it's
where it
happening
was
at the
happening.
receiver
I
side.
know what was happening. It was happening at the base station itself, because we don't have the original
Jimmy
antenna.
rigged the antenna.
Yeah, that's the reason. So, we have 2 issues with the wireless set, okay? We have, one of the receivers is dead, okay?
Yeah.
Now, we have 3 receivers, 2 of them worked, okay, but, you know, so we're gonna replace one of the receivers. So we need 1 receiver. Yeah, we can get the same style, that seemed to work good. And then the other problem that we had though is that the station, okay, the transmitter, doesn't have, when we got it back from Keith, it didn't come back with the antenna. So I had to try to marry up something.
Can you buy just sort of, is it just like one of those screw-in, like a generic screw-in antenna?
I bought one, but it doesn't work with it. It's not, it didn't like it. That's the one that didn't.
Maybe you can.
I'll have to figure it
something
out. Yeah. I'll have to figure out something and get it working somehow.
The other thing is the box.
The what?
I think the box was junk.
The box.
The box that all this stuff was in,
Mhm.
it was broken. So check the boxes. And what would be slick, I know you had that tray thing,
Mhm.
but it'd be real slick if you got a box that had wheels on it. And then I could just wheel it down there, because it's too heavy. It falls off. So, couple, even just 2 boxes that had wheels, one for stage, Mason stage, one for goodness stage, and then just a little box for bear, because there's not much in that
Yeah,
one.
there's not much for that.
So,
Mostly what's in there is the transmitter. You know,
Yeah.
a couple cables or whatever, adapter cables for the transmitter.
yeah, so even just or maybe even the stage boxes don't need to be that big. I don't remember what was going on.
So we'll figure it out. All right. Okay, anything else with stages? I don't think so. New. Anything new? Last year we added the basketball thing. That was pretty popular. That worked well. Anybody got ideas for anything new?
No, you can scratch new off the agenda.
No.
It's too late.
Huh?
It's too late
It's not too late.
for new stuff.
Yeah. About this time, a couple of years ago, I was building train cars. Don't tell me it's too late.
Mary?
You're not building a whole bunch of stuff. I'm just saying.
You've been vetoed.
Huh?
You've been vetoed.
Well, I'm not vetoing something new, I just don't want him spending all summer and, into the fall building stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's got all this time. He can build
I
something.
ain't got all this time.
As it is, you guys have to go in and empty those trailers out and organize that.
Yeah, we really do have to do that. We have to go in, pull stuff out, repair some stuff if we need to.
Yeah.
Steve had volunteered to do, so do we want to set a tentative date to do that?
It's hard to do that when he's not here.
Yeah, but I can send an email to him saying, does this date work for you?
How about Thursday? The weather's gonna be good.
Huh?
How about Thursday? The weather's gonna be nice.
Thursday?
Yeah.
Some of us have to work.
It's supposed to be 105 anyway.
Oh, jeez.
What do you?
Really, 105?
You haven't heard about this?
This is Massachusetts.
You haven't heard about the
No, I heard
tomorrow-
95.
tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, into Friday? It's gonna be-
Tuesday
In the
says,
hundreds?
Tuesday says 92, Wednesday says 93, Thursday says 93.
Yeah, the heat index is gonna be over 100. It's gonna be hot. Get
Send
your-
it back to Florida.
Get your AC going.
That's it. Come winter time, we're sending Florida snow.
Florida's
Payback.
fine.
I'm just saying.
What are you thinking? What do you wanna do here with this? Midweek, weekend?
Weekend.
29th, well, I'm busy the 29th. We have an Eagle project that we're helping with. But he doesn't need to be there for this particular type of
This
Eagle project.
22nd, 23rd. Have Wednesday off. This Wednesday.
No,
Juneteenth.
no, it's gonna be too hot.
Juneteenth.
Too hot.
Okay.
You've heard of Juneteenth, right?
Yes, I have.
Juneteenth is a holiday.
Yeah, I get it.
It's an official holiday now.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you were in school, if school was running, they would be out.
I get the day off. One more day.
I have, July 4th weekend is probably, not a good idea. The The week after that, I'm gone.
Me too.
Boy Scout summer camp. So actually, the 22nd and the 29th is good for me. Either one of those days.
The what? July?
Yeah.
No,
No, June.
June 22nd. That's this Saturday.
Yep, and then the following Saturday.
I don't know. This. I might be around, but I might have a kid in tow on the 29th.
Adopting children, are we?
No, just rearing.
That's what your niece is for.
Those kids they're gone. Totally gone all the time. Busy. Why don't you see what Steve,
Yeah.
and if I can come, I'll help. I might have Luke with me.
All right. We're also going to talk about, we're also going to have to go through what we have for inventory on soda stuff, so that we can order flavors. Inventory. So I'll dig through that and see what we have,
Yep.
so that the next meeting we can talk about, figure out what we want for flavors.
Do we have someone yet to run the soda jerk?
Not that I know of.
Steve's.
Steve had talked
Daughter?
about some, like, I don't know, his daughter or something, or maybe her friends or something like that. Mentioned
Yeah,
last
because
time, so
Steve's-
there'll be more
Steve's,
details when we get Steve back.
Do we have any backups if his contacts fall through?
Yep.
Not yet. All right, do you have any ideas? Anybody who can run it?
I mean, I have ideas, but I don't have anyone.
Liam and his friends were great. Does his sister possibly want to do it?
I think she's too young.
Oh, okay.
I think she's too young. I think she's 13.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Right? What's the minimum age we would want?
Gotta have somebody there that's, what, how old was Liam when he started doing it?
16 or 17?
Yeah, that's probably
16?
about the age. You know, maybe 15, 16, 17.
Because of the money?
Huh?
Because of the handling of the money or because of the product?
Both.
Both. Yeah, it's handling money, but you also have to relate with people, and sometimes, sometimes they're a little, take advantage of kids.
Because my thought was,
I'm putting 16 and up. Depends on how responsible they are. At 15, I'd say 16 and up. And it should be two. It should not be alone.
yeah, no, of course. Because my thought was maybe like a middle school kid. Maybe there's like a couple, like some groups, like a group from the middle school that
They
wants to
only go
run
up to
it.
age 13,
I know,
13, 14, so that doesn't
an eighth
help.
grader,
The only way that would work is if they had a parent with
I
them.
know.
And they get to keep all tips with whoever's working, they divide it up.
So that's why I was wondering, like, the high school's kids are pretty tapped. We're like really tapped out there. So I was wondering, maybe the middle school, maybe there's a group, they're a class officer or something that wants to run it for the day. But we're also looking for someone to own it for the day, not for a shift.
Uh-huh.
I want someone there all day. It's slow in the morning, but I still gotta be there. So. Yeah, I guess we start with Steve's. If Izzy did it Christina would probably help out if Izzy did it. Christina would probably be around.
Yeah, but if she's only 13, she may not want that
Yeah.
responsibility.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a big difference between 13 and 16.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say a freshman in high school, which they'd be 15.
Okay then.
Or 14 or 15.
What else?
So other than brainstorming for something new to add. Something different.
Well, let's talk about advertising.
Okay.
Someone needs to write up something to go in the papers now, to promote vendors,
Yeah.
and that we're doing a jack-o'-lantern contest. Vendors will have a best of show contest, which means you will have to order trophies.
What do you want in the press release? Seeking vendors?
Yep. And with them, we have, if they want to partake, are we calling it Best in Show? Or,
Well, do we have to put, my question is, do we have to, this is kind of like a preliminary,
You got
that
it.
word's gonna come out. A
Preliminary.
preliminary announcement. So we
Okay.
don't really have to say what, we're just gonna have a jack-o'-lantern contest so that they know now that we're gonna have a jack-o'-lantern contest. We
well,
don't
no,
really
we were
have to.
talking about vendors first.
Oh, all right, okay.
So, I mean, we're seeking vendors.
Yep,
And are we stating now that it's going to be a contest of vendors if they wish to partake in Best of Show, or what's the wording we would do?
well, how many prizes you giving for vendors?
No, there's one chosen
Okay, then
out of
that's
all
not-
of,
It's just not, it's not best of show, it's just the best display.
it's gotta be a better wording than that. And
Best-
what they
Best
win,
booth.
they win a free vendor site for next year.
As opposed to the drawing?
What's wrong?
Didn't
We're
you-
still talking about the vendors.
So am I. You have the vendors give you a prize, and then you do a drawing for a vendor booth. So are you gonna replace that with the contest?
I thought we had talked about the contest. I remember the prize for the best decorated booth
Yeah. What was the
chosen
prize?
a free vendor spot for the following year.
And so what we've also done this thing where they donate prizes to the cash cube, and their name goes into a drawing, okay? And then
Oh,
the drawing
separate
picks
from-
a vendor booth.
So my suggestion would be, we don't advertise that at all. Just tell your vendors. Just tell your vendors that if they donate a prize, they'll go into a drawing.
And what do you do if the same person won both?
They get one. They get,
Gotta follow through with that.
you can't win two booths. They win one booth. It's a free booth. A booth is a booth.
Yeah, but what happens if they also won the
But then you
best
choose,
display?
then choose another one. Just pull another name out of the hat. Decide the best in show first, and then do the drawing after that. If it's the same person, pull another name.
I'm okay with that. Are you okay with two booths being giving out in 2025? Okay.
Yep.
So I don't think we advertise that doesn't need to go in the press release.
No.
But you can tell your vendors.
Yes.
Hey, we're doing this thing, send out a mailer. We're doing this thing, if you want to
Yeah,
donate a
so
prize.
that one doesn't go in, but the best display does.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you could word it that that's if they wish to partake. Yeah, I mean, we're not forcing you.
Oh, yes, we are.
Okay.
I'm gonna force them to decorate that.
Okay.
I mean, you should send out a.
Well,
Send
when
a
I
way to
send their
communicate that.
vendor site, they automatically get information in case they want to donate a prize.
Yeah,
And there's a tear off or print up that they can use. Most of them do use it. And some people donate every single year.
Great.
It gives us another prize for the day of.
Is there anything else that you are seeking from people in a press release?
Vendors, more vendors, vendors, more vendors.
yeah, vendor sign up.
And the jack-o'-lantern contest.
Jack-o'-lantern
What's
contest.
the jack-o'-lantern contest?
Pumpkin carving.
Who is doing the pumpkin carving?
Hmm?
Who?
Anyone,
anyone.
anyone can enter. It has to be pre-carved. They're not gonna bring it and start carving there. It has to be pre-cut with no live flame. Could be battery operated,
I'm gonna hold
whatever.
off on that for this one. It's too early.
Well, you're just gonna, for now, okay, that on this pre-release, for now, you're just gonna say that we have a jack-o'-lantern or pumpkin carving jack-o'-lantern, you know. whatever.
Information to follow.
Yeah,
Or maybe you can put the information on the website and let them, that way it forces them to go to the website to look it up.
Jack.
And you're a teacher.
Jack-o'-lantern competition?
All right,
Is
competition.
that what we call? What was that word? What were we calling it?
I don't care.
Contest?
Yeah, I don't care. Well, are you
Contest.
using the words competition or contest?
Contest.
Okay.
okay, so, and then what'll happen is we'll have trophies for that, right?
Okay.
Pre-carved, no flames.
But what'll happen is, because trying to make it so that it's gonna be easy to manage, I think we'll have them, you know, they gotta drop them off by Friday night someplace, right?
Wait,
So the-
I'm still
Whoa.
going with this, okay.
Why?
Uh,
Why?
Because we're using the
We're
deal
gonna use them
with,
for decorations.
we were planning on using,
Yeah.
so that's in the paperwork, that if they're partaking, the winners could, like, there's only gotta be 3 winners, so they could be on main stage. Or 1 on each stage, except for the beer garden. That could be cool.
We have them dropped off ahead of time. Wait a minute, we'll have them dropped off at sometime ahead of time, so
Mhm.
that we can judge them sometime ahead of time. So
Mhm.
that the winners, before Oktoberfest, the winners are already determined. So then we can take those winning ones and we can put them, you know, we can use them to decorate main stage.
On what planet are you gonna have enough time to collect and judge
No, we're not judging.
Jack-o'-lanterns.
No, we're not judging.
before the event? You're slammed. He's saying they're gonna judge them ahead of the event.
We are not judging. We will come up with 3 judges, and they're going to judge. I can reach out to the Masons, because the library's booked already. I already had talked with them, to see if there can be a drop-off by this time, certain time, whatever, and then they're judged by whoever we choose. And the day of, that Saturday, we know exactly where they are, and they're placed around.
Why don't you collect them Saturday morning
No,
at the ticket booth?
it won't work.
What happens
It's
if
just
we
too
have
much. It's just too much.
30?
So what? So that way you collect, you can tag them. You know whose is whose. You can tag
Who's gonna
them.
do, are you gonna do that Saturday
No,
morning?
whoever's doing it at the ticket booth.
Oh.
It's slow. The event. What time do we start?
No,
10 o'clock.
it's not. It's not.
What time does the event
It's
start?
not. When, on Saturday morning, I have no time,
I know.
okay? Neither do you,
I know.
okay? Neither does she.
I know, that's why I'm
Yeah.
saying, what time do we start, 9 or 10?
We officially start, I thought it was 9.
Nine.
Yeah.
What?
9.
The event starts 9 to 4. It
So,
is 9 to
The
4.
the event starts at 6 o'clock when we show up. down
Yeah, yeah,
there.
no, officially
you
9
know,
o'clock.
okay.
So you have the drop off must happen between 9 and 10.
Nope, not gonna work.
And you're not selling that many tickets at the ticket booth. So whoever's running the booth
Nope.
between 9 and 10,
Nope,
collect a pumpkin, tag it, put their name on a sheet, and then you got 30 pumpkins hanging out at the ticket booth.
no.
All right there to be judged.
It's madness until 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock.
I'd like to have the pumpkins already out and around and decorating when we open for 9. Like you run around, put the corn stalks up and the mums out. I want the pumpkins out.
Yeah, I know. I agree. I think it'd be great.
That's the way it's gotta happen.
Then, I mean, if you find someone to do it, great.
I have more time the day before Saturday than I have Saturday.
All right. So they're gonna get dropped off somewhere on Friday or Thursday or
Or
Friday?
Thursday or Wednesday. I mean, they gotta.
You don't want them to start rotting.
Yeah, it depends on where they get dropped off.
Okay.
And now, yeah, I mean, hey, what a mess. Like, someone's got to collect them somewhere, or they're just going to drop them off somewhere? How's that going to...
I can talk to,
I mean, the other thing now, too, like, you're asking someone to come twice with this thing to drop it off.
How is that different than having them come twice to register and weigh a car versus race the car?
Yeah, how did that go?
That was twice.
I know, it didn't work.
It didn't work.
that's because people weren't interested.
That's what I'm saying, you know, so I think if you said, like, show up to the event by 10 o'clock and bring your pumpkin with you. It's- it's one-
all right, if we do that way, you have to have somebody man that.
I know, the person at the ticket booth.
No, I know, no. The
Ticket
booth
sales
is
are
too
open,
busy.
whether it's slow or
Yeah.
not, ticket sales are open.
But how busy is the booth? Hold on, let me finish.
Yeah.
How busy is the booth from 9 to 10 selling tickets?
The ticket booth cannot do anything else. They can't collect pumpkins and put pumpkins somewhere.
How about the administration tent?
No,
We've got,
because those people are busy dealing with vendors. How about the entertainment guys?
how about the soda jerk?
What the entertainment
No.
guys do that?
Because, you know, I'm trying to find,
Oh,
I want this to work too.
Yeah,
right?
I
So
know,
I'm trying to find
but-
solutions that are gonna work.
Uh,
But I can appreciate we're all busy, right? So that, I get that. But I also want it to be successful, and I worry that if I carve my pumpkin and now I have to drive down at some hour on Thursday or Friday to find someone's gonna have to man that time, and then I'm gonna have to come back to the event on Saturday. It's just a lot. So if you can get it so that it's one-stop shopping, I'm already going to Octoberfest. I'm just gonna carry the pumpkin with me and not have to do anything ahead of time. The soda jerk is slow in the morning, so maybe the soda jerk person checks in the pumpkins from 9 to 10. And then they're all right there to be judged at 10 o'clock with whoever's gonna do the judging. And then by that point, the event's kind of kicking. Someone grabs a couple pumpkins, throws them on this stage, puts them on that stage. Maybe they could line the library steps. That would look cool, kind of all right there.
Okay, we need more discussion.
I mean, of all the people, maybe the soda jerk person is the way to go. That they're not selling soda at 9 o'clock in the morning. It's slow.
No, but it's still a lot of setup. Like when we had customers to buy soda and we weren't even set up yet.
Yeah. Well,
So,
but Steve is doing that, right? So that someone's doing it. I'm talking about the person who's going to sit there and pour the soda. They're not doing much. It's slow. from 9 to 10. And what we do is we have a sheet that says numbered 1 through whatever, name, phone number, email. Pumpkin, come in with a pumpkin, you're pumpkin 1. We put number 1. They'll have a Sharpie. They write 1 on pumpkin 1. And then next to 1, they fill in their name, their number, and their email. That's it. Next person comes in, you're pumpkin number 2. Soda jerk person writes on a Sharpie, number 2. Put your name, your number, and your email. Pretty low lift in terms of checking people in. You drop your pumpkin off at 2 o'clock. You send them a text or you send them an email. You say, congratulations, you won.
And we take the pumpkins and we spread them all out on stages and stuff.
I mean,
I think the winners should either all be on main stage or on all 3 of the stages.
So, I mean, you could say, sure, if you want to do that. I mean, you could get people's phone number, send them a text at 11 o'clock and say, congratulations, you won. Report to the main stage at 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock, whatever. Congratulations.
Okay.
I'm
It's kind of workable.
Yeah, I'm okay with it as long as we have, you're gonna have 2 people at the soda jerk anyway. We could have a notebook with numbers.
A
And-
sheet, have it already, have like a Excel spreadsheet, a chart.
Okay,
So you've got, number it already, 1 through 50. And then a spot for name, a spot for email, and a spot for phone number.
okay.
And then when have a Sharpie, the pumpkin comes in, you write 1, 2,
We
3.
always have a bunch of extra tables, you know, the tables that we send out to stages and
Yeah.
stuff. I usually have 2 or 3 extra. We'll put 2 of those up next to,
So the soda
Yeah,
jar,
so that
put them
we
right
can-
there, sure. And
Yeah.
then at 10 o'clock, when they're all done, cut it off. And then, I mean, we're still setting up stages anyway, decorating, whatever, so send some Boy Scouts over, grab an armful of pumpkins, go put some on that stage, put some on that stage, put some on the library steps, depending on how many you get.
Yep, that would have to be in the information that,
yeah.
you know, we
Okay,
are
so-
not responsible for broken, stolen, whatever pumpkins.
Pumpkins will not be returned.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Anyway. so-
Actually, well, that's a good question. What do we do with the pumpkins at the end of the event? Where do they go?
If people want them to take them home, that's fine.
We do a pumpkin auction. No, don't forget, now, this is,
You love making more work for everybody.
hang on a minute. This is a, you know, this is the beginning of October. October's the Halloween
I'm
month.
aware.
So people, you know, they have pumpkins and stuff, so
Yes.
that they can,
Yes.
you can auction them off.
I get it.
Yeah,
Some people are gonna want their own pumpkin home.
then they can buy it back.
How are you going to run a pumpkin auction?
Huh?
At the event?
Yeah.
Auction off. How are you going to collect the money?
Do I get a buck? $2, $3. And you know, there you go. And you sell it.
And
They hand you cash.
where's the money going to go?
Right into Octoberfest.
Can't do it.
Why not?
I mean, you can, but it's got to go to something.
Okay, then you can.
A scholarship, a charity, it's got to go to something.
Absolutely. You can earmark it for something. Yep.
I'm not sure everyone's gonna be willing to give up their pumpkin. Some people do some elaborate pumpkin
I know,
carving.
Yeah,
and
it's a
those will,
donation. It's a
those will
donation.
sell. Right?
Pumpkins will be donated to support XYZ.
Yeah. you would making it that, it's a contest, they'll get they'll, be judged and win a prize, but the pumpkin is donated. We're gonna do an auction. You could tell them that whole bit. And the funds will go to this. It can go to,
Okay,
Yeah, but if the pumpkins are spread out all over.
yeah, they gotta stay together. If you're gonna
If you're
bring
gonna
back
auction
people, they
them,
gotta stay together. We could use the goodness stage to hold an auction at Octoberfest.
and that's maybe where they should go for display.
And then,
except for the winners.
no, they all go down there.
They all go down there?
Yeah, because then you got
And then
auction them off.
you would label the winners, of course, the winners.
Okay.
And then we could auction them off right after the dog race when there's a ton of people down there. I hate you. So much. So much. But I think you gotta sweeten the deal for the pumpkin carvers. No, I think a trophy's not gonna be enough.
Really?
Yeah. I think you gotta sweeten the deal a little bit. Especially if you're gonna say like, this is going for a good cause.
All right.
So here's my thought. Winner gets two beer coupons if you're 21, 2 sodas if you're under 21. 2 all-day sodas if you're under 21, 2 beers if you're 21. No?
No.
Why not?
Well, because I don't think that, number one, I don't like giving beer out as prizes,
Plus the trophy.
okay? The trophy, we give the trophy,
It's gonna have the year and everything on it, so every year is going to
Yeah.
be another.
I don't think it's enough.
I think, even if you gave, I thought you were gonna suggest a cash prize. The problem with that.
No cash
okay,
prize.
Is that you get the potential of not even drawing enough money to to pay for the cash prize.
No cash
Yeah,
prize.
so-
I don't think a cash prize is right.
Yeah,
But it's very low cost for us to give away 2 beers and 2 sodas.
it's not a good practice to give out free drinks and stuff as prizes. It's not a good thing.
Why not?
It just isn't.
We're doing
Nobody
it-
does that.
we're doing
Nobody
it.
does it at any other festival.
We're doing it for the library. We donated beer.
Oh, that was last year. We didn't talk about doing it this year.
Did anyone ever buy that?
No.
Yes, they did. Yes.
Last I knew, they didn't.
Yeah,
but-
somebody bought it at the library auction. Yeah.
So we're gonna have vouchers coming from that.
Uh-huh.
We're gonna have to tell the bartenders that there's,
I don't remember them cashing that in at the beer garden.
It's for this coming event.
Oh,
Because their auction happens after, it happened after
all right,
Oktoberfest.
so we haven't seen it yet.
So we haven't seen it. It'll come in this event.
all right, how many vouchers were there? 2? 1, 2?
It was Family Fun Pack.
Oh, boy.
It was 4 beers, 2 sodas, 2 fried dough, and 50 tickets.
What? Who okayed that?
We did. It's cost us nothing.
Well, actually, that's not true.
It cost us nearly nothing.
50 tickets?
Yeah.
Yes. What did we say that? How much is 50 tickets?
Okay, well, I don't want to do that this time.
It was a donation we made
Yeah.
to our town, to the library,
Yeah.
to support
get it,
them,
yeah.
Yeah,
to help them raise some money.
yeah.
And it cost us nearly nothing to do. And we okayed it because it cost us nearly nothing. The soda cost us pennies to give them 2 sodas. The beer costs us, for 4 beers, $10? Less? To give them 4 beers?
It's a bad practice. It's a bad practice to give away free drinks.
Well, then you should have brought this up a year ago.
All right, well, we're not gonna do.
We already voted on
All right,
it.
okay.
All right.
And we were
that's
okay
fine.
with it at the
And we're-
time.
And, well, yeah, that's fine. We'll do it.
It's a small thing for, it's another, we talked about this at the time, it's another way for our organization to give back to the town.
Fine.
And to help
That's
support.
true, and I don't
That's
mind that. Even the 50 tickets is one thing, and maybe the 2 sodas, but to give away alcohol is not a good thing.
Okay, just want to try again.
Yeah?
Try it through again.
Should have brought that up when we voted on it,
Yeah. Well,
because you voted on it, you okayed it.
I probably wasn't a fan of the whole total cost of everything.
Anyway.
But it's done. It's done.
I think
So-
you got, to come back to the point here, which is, I don't think the trophies are enough. I think you gotta sweeten the prize a little bit more.
I don't think so. I don't think you have to. We got people to do chili contests and stuff with just the thought of getting a ribbon.
No, we didn't.
No, we did.
Years ago,
Years
before
ago.
you were on, we did that. We also
That
did
was
apple
before
pie
you.
contest.
We
Apple pie got no-
had chili contests. and
Way
had a
back
lot
we
of them.
did. It was at
Making
the
apple pie?
it was at the bottom of the library,
Mm-hmm.
that's where the chili contest was. We had quite a few. We also had an apple pie. We had quite a few, and they had to pay to get into these. And all they got was a ribbon.
A ribbon.
Okay,
And then we used to do an art show.
how much are we gonna pay for a trophy?
Oh, no, it's a real trophy.
I know, how much are they gonna cost to make 3 trophies?
I don't know, I haven't looked up yet.
Right, we're gonna have to look into trophies. We'll have the year. Octoberfest on it. Oy, oy.
So, 3 trophies. I don't know what the cost of those are. I haven't made. They make trophies for everything.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The bragging rights.
Yeah, I don't think it's enough.
All right, then other thoughts besides the beer.
Is the library doing an auction again?
Yeah.
They do it twice a year.
every year.
That was after Octoberfest though that they did it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. They close it out after the event.
Well, we'll definitely donate something again.
Yeah, we should.
We'll discuss it. And we'll give them something. So what did they, I even forget, what did we give them to, like, it must have been a certificate or something, right?
Yeah, I made up a
Yeah.
certificate for it.
Now, there's one certificate that has everything listed.
No, it's individual vouchers.
Did you make those?
Yeah, I made up.
All right. Because we have to know what they look like, so when they come and cash them in.
Yeah, I'll show it.
Yeah.
I don't want anyone photocopying
That's
and,
why, once we.
so the bartenders realize that there's only 4 of those.
That's it.
Soda jerks, there's 2. Fried dough, there's 2.
Uh-huh.
And then what we'll do is the ticket booth, the 50 tickets will come to the administration table.
Yep, it's a voucher that says good for
Yep.
50 tickets.
And there's only 1 envelope with the tickets in it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
That'll work,
No
that'll
problem.
work, that'll work, that'll work, work,
Yeah.
work.
I don't think it's a concern, I suppose, but I think it's a pretty low risk. I don't think,
People are what
it's
they
one
are.
person who won the thing.
Yeah,
Right.
So
Yeah.
it's one person, if that person were malicious to make photocopies that turn in whatever, like, it's not like these went out to a bunch of people. One person won it. So maybe I'm naive or overly trusting, but I don't think it's gonna be a problem. we'll just make sure that everyone knows, like, 4 of these are coming in to the bartenders,
Yep.
a couple for the soda, fried dough, coupons, that's it.
Okay. What else? Anyway, so yeah, you were writing up advertising Douglas Oktoberfest, when the day is, still seeking vendors. We will have a best booth. And you can win a free vendor site, which I thought the committee was going to decide on that. Cause it's too hard during the day so I will just have a notebook or something where, all right, John will run up and say, I vote for this, and then,
Yep.
when you get around to it, you come up and,
Yep.
so then, I'll just write them down.
Yeah, you can keep
Yeah.
that
right.
notebook or whatever it is at the
Okay.
admin table.
Yep.
And then all of us can go put our vote in at some point.
Yep, that'll work. And it's June, it won't go into July's paper. I say we put the jack-o'-lantern contest in there. I know you think it's early, but it will get people excited and start thinking about, not everybody waits
Yeah,
till, oh
I'll
gee, it
mention-
went in
I'll-
the,
I'll- I'll mention it.
okay.
I'm not gonna, I'll mention it. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna put in much details about it, but I'll mention it.
Yeah.
Well, put the details on the website.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
we
they
can- We can
have-
fine tune all the details later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no point in, you can't even buy a pumpkin right now.
Yeah.
Well, some people use those ones that you can buy at Walmart, Michael's, whatever. They're not the plastic, but they're carvable. You can actually
Yeah,
paint
like
on
paper
them.
mache or something.
Nope. They're not actually rubbery.
Yeah,
But
nobody's
they're-
thinking about October right now. Nobody's thinking about carving a
No,
pumpkin.
they're not.
It's summer.
Unless they want to take, 2.5 months to carve a pumpkin.
Start pumping it out in September.
Not everybody waits till last minute to do something.
That's true.
Yeah.
It may be something that they're really excited about, so it takes them a little while to narrow it down to what design they want.
Start pumping it in September.
Nope, I'm saying earlier.
Post it on Facebook if you want. Send it out. I'll put it in the press release.
Yep. And details listed on the website. Okay, I'm putting it in the minutes. Alright. Details on website.
Pumpkin carving.
And well, that's our new thing this year, so there you go.
Okay.
Okay,
Anything else?
now, sponsors?
Sponsors. I sent out my sponsor orders. I've gotten
Some.
I've gotten the 2 majors back already.
Okay.
I gotta see if I can scare up a couple more.
Think?
Steve got us one last year for the train. I'll reach out and see if they're interested in doing the train again.
Okay. Alright, I think that's it. I think we're good. Alright, I will send this out so people can realize what they're working on and not working on. Hopefully this week. Because I have my own, where I wrote my name, so I know what I need to do. And I have to reach out to the Masons to place a race car on their lawn.
We got a race car coming.
A race car.
A race car.
From
A real
Thompson
race- a real
Speedway.
Stock car.
Wait, are we doing the car show?
Nope.
Well, hopefully we're doing the car show.
Well, who's gonna contact Ingear? Who? You were gonna contact Roder again.
I was.
Yep,
She let us do it last time,
yep. But John
but
now.
the cars didn't come because it
yeah,
was raining.
Yep.
So she had agreed last time.
Yes.
Okay, and do you wanna talk to Ingear?
I'll contact InCare. Yeah. They got my Jeep, so I'll call them. And then, yeah, they'll be doing it. So we'll have
Okay.
that, but we also have a regular Thompson Speedway stock car coming on a trailer.
Yep.
Why don't we put it with the car show? Put them all together.
We were thinking about putting it on the, month of Large Lawn.
To draw people up in that direction.
That doesn't make any sense.
Hmm?
That doesn't make any sense,
Why?
because it's a car. Put it with the other cars.
But
Car
those
show.
are antique cars.
No, they're not. My uncle brings his race car, drag car. It's not an antique, it's a race car.
And he puts that in where Ingear is?
Yeah.
Okay then. That means we have to come up with something else for Mason's lawn.
Stage up there.
No, that's on the
That's
church
across the
lawn.
street. The stage is across the street from the Masons.
Okay.
We need to have more stuff up that end to draw people up there to help the vendors.
I don't know. Is the car gonna be on a trailer? Not driven?
Well, they might take it off the trailer,
That'd be nice.
but then we'll also have a driver.
Yeah, I would say put the car with the car show. That makes sense to me.
Well, you people need to decide whether, before I call Mason's.
How about the rock wall? Would that tilt up rock wall fit on the wall? That we got from the
National Guard.
yeah,
one
the National
time.
Guard years ago.
Wow, I'm doing a lot of scribbling out here, guys.
I don't know. We had a contact for them guys once. I don't know. It was the National Guard that brought that rock wall.
Yeah, and it was like on a trailer and it just,
Well, that's a problem, because they're not gonna wanna drive the trailer up on the lawn. And then if they can't put it on the lawn, there's no place to put it.
who's not gonna wanna put it on the lawn? National Guard or Masons?
Well, the Mason's not gonna want this big trailer, a huge trailer driving up on their lawn.
Is it different than the race car?
Yeah, because the race cars, weighs half as much as the trailer does.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, could ask them? Float the idea, or just no?
They're not gonna want, I wouldn't want it on my lawn. They're not gonna want this big thing on their lawn. If it was a blow-up bouncy thing or something, that's different, but if it's not.
One year we put a rock climb wall at where the antique cars go now.
Yeah. It wasn't quite a rock climb wall, it was a...
It was cool, people liked it.
It was like a wall where instead of climbing up, you climb sideways,
Oh,
Oh,
I thought it was I thought you went straight up.
Some do.
The one from the National Guard went straight up.
Yeah.
The one that we had borrowed one actually from the Boy Scout summer camp we know has a climbing wall like that, but it's sideways wall, right? And we had got that one time, and when we got that one, we put it up next to Rotors.
What about the petting zoo?
I think the last time we had a petting zoo, I didn't think they wanted the petting zoo there. We ended up having to put it behind the library. I think. I don't think they wanted us to do a petting zoo
I mean,
there.
it's been a number of years. You want to float the idea?
I don't know, we could ask.
Or food vendors? Do they want to put some food vendors out in their lawn, or can they sell food out in their lawn?
The last time we did food up there is when we did like the rib contest.
Yeah, but the last time they did food, it was chowder and things like that, and they
Yeah.
sold out. But they haven't done it since.
They did it inside though, they didn't do food outside.
The point is to get something out on the lawn, right?
That's the point, because we have the beer garden, which goes up like halfway up that street, right? And then we used to have that dart throw guy or something.
Well, he may come back again this
Yeah.
year, I don't know, I haven't heard back.
There was somebody in that spot that I put last year though, in the dirt spot. I forget what he was, but somebody I put in the dirt spot last time. And then we go up that whole Pleasant Street around the corner, and then right at the end of the corner, I had the ice cream guy. That worked well, okay? And then, you know, so the train is driving around the stage. That worked well too. That was actually awesome. But what happens is on the Masons, you got this big open spot right
Yeah.
there. So we kind of have to put something there, you know?
I'm looking for my map unless I left it at home, or what was,
We had thought that the race car going there would be a good thing, because it's interesting, you know, the kids would go up and sit in the race car and take a picture. But it's also easy for them to get out now, because they're just right on the edge of the event. It's easy for them to get that out of there at the end of the day without having to contend with, you know, vendors and stuff, you know?
Yeah, no, I get it. I don't disagree, and to me, it would seem to make sense to put all the cars together in one spot. Another thought would be if you made an effort to put some food vendors up Pleasant and Depot Streets, and then put some tables on their lawn. And that way people can get food, ice cream, music, and then sit. There's like kind of an eating area, sitting area.
Well, we already put food vendors on Depot Street.
I'm saying is
Pleasant Street.
push them up,
Pleasant Street, yeah.
push them up further towards the lodge, and then have that as a seating area with some tables and chairs.
Well, a lot of the food people need electric. So they're plugged into that panel on the lawn.
Okay.
And I'm not sure I want food spread out willy-nilly.
No,
I mean, we did have the cookie lady up on Depot Street, and there's a cookie person, I already have her vendor form, so she's coming again this year.
What's some lawn games? Set up cornhole, set up lawn Jenga, set up lawn chess, set up some lawn games. Just let people mill about and play games.
The thing is,
You, yeah.
someone to watch it, so that some people and some kids, well, it's not only kids, I mean, people just get silly. Next thing you know, the Jenga blocks are now being used for whatever.
If you put games there, you're gonna have to have a body to man them.
I mean, you've got the sound guy running the stage. He's a presence there. Just keep,
But he's not watching the game.
yeah, keep an eye on it. See if anything gets out of hand around it.
You ask a lot of volunteers, and they don't, the guy who's running the stage can't watch games on the lawn.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, it's just a lot to ask for people that are volunteering and
Sure.
working for you and stuff.
Well, the thing is, people are having a lot of fun that day, of all ages, and sometimes they just go a little overboard. And next thing you know, beanbags are being tossed down the street, and even though you're hoping for the best, it's like, hey, these are free games, please enjoy, respect
Yeah.
the equipment,
Okay,
and that would
alright,
be great.
Scrap it, no games. I get it.
Well, no, I
I
mean.
get it, no, I
No,
get it,
the-
I
the
understand, all it
games
takes is one person, I get it, so scrap it.
Well,
Next thing, next
the games
idea.
is a good idea, but it takes, but you gotta, if you're putting something there that you have to
I
man.
get it, I understand. You're beating a dead horse, no games. Horse is dead,
Yeah.
move on.
I could reach out to the Sutton for 8. I would have to talk to the Masons first. I would have to check the surrounding towns. I know Sutton has a 4-H group. I'm not sure.
What do they do? What does 4-H people do?
They have their animals. They have anything from bunnies to calves to whatever. One time we had on the lawn, we had a cat, almost like dog orphans, but it was for cats. And the music was too loud, it scared the cats. So that didn't work very well.
Didn't we have opalopas or something at one time?
Llamas? Oh yeah, we had someone with llamas and stuff.
Apopkas or something, or what?
Yeah, because she,
Alpacas.
alpaca, she had 1 or 2 of those because she also sold alpaca wares.
Yeah.
Alpacas.
Yeah. Would be nice if some of the public reached out to us and said, hey, what about this? Or what are your thoughts on that? I'd like to see this. Now, is on the website and Facebook, there's a contact email, right? And who does the email go to? As he's writing.
Which email is it?
The website and/or Facebook. There's a contact page. So where does the contact go and who answers it? Years ago, it was Keith.
Any Facebook messages come to me and Steve. If
Okay.
it's directly through Facebook.
And the website?
I'm not sure.
Because I know they can download the forms, which is great.
I don't know. I'm not sure. It's not loading right now. I'm not even sure there is a contact on there. There might not be.
I'm not sure that there is either. Come to think about it, It's Douglas Octoberfest with a K?
Yes.
Yep. DouglasOctoberfest.com. Ooh.
Oh, there's the page.
I'm getting a bad gateway on the other one. It's a WordPress site, eh?
No,
Hmm?
not anymore.
At DouglasOctoberfest.com, and on the Wix site, isn't it WordPress?
No. WordPress and Wix are two different.
All right, while you're thinking of looking up that, you need to contact Al's Rubbish for trash.
Yep.
And order porta potties.
Yep.
Yeah, no, it's not looking for me.
I can't get the,
Okay, we can do
I
it.
can't
Anyway.
get the website to come up.
I'm cooked.
Well,
We're
I
done?
just wanted to mention it, so it's in the
Okay.
minutes, we'll figure that out.
Yep.
Alright, I don't have anything else, I don't think.
I don't have anything else. Next meeting?
Nope, next meeting.
July. Can't do the 8th. July 15th,
I'm out of town.
Ooh,
July 22nd.
Out of town.
Hmm?
Out of town.
you gone for 2 weeks,
July
3
2
weeks?
weeks.
July 29th.
I think we'll be back. Yeah, this one, yeah.
Monday?
It's a Monday.
Okay.
Wow, we don't have that many meetings left. Because you got one in July, one in August, and then 4 in September, and we have the event.
Yeah.
And the summer goes, it just flies right by.
That's what I asked.
Because you get involved in so many other things that, yeah, there's something wrong with the website.
It's either that, it's not coming in for here.
No, because I'm not using this internet.
Not either.
Alright,
Okay.
alright, are we good?
We're good.
Motion to adjourn.
So move.
Can you,
Oop,
do you, let's see. Do you want to send me some language about the jack-o'-lantern
Yeah,
okay.
soon?
yeah, I'll write it up tomorrow and send it tomorrow.
And then I'll gussy it up and
Yeah,
make a flyer or something. But if you just send me the copy,
yeah,
the text, I'll take care of the rest.
yeah.
And then get something up on,
Yeah, I'll email it tomorrow.
on the website.
All right,
All right. Second.
done.